Bill, it may make more sense for you to be there.
The only thing is we're really backlit over there.
Okay, all right. I'm going to be, well, what I can do is I can pour from here then. That's probably a great spot there, okay? Yeah. All right, good. I just don't, at this point I don't know. Probably. Although I don't know if these are going to do me much good. All right. This is a can of sugar water that has been keeping these bees fed on their way up from California. And you can see they're eating. And there's quite a bit of sugar water still. I'll leave that there for them. And then precious cargo is here. It's this is the queen. And she's in this little cage. You just want to make sure she's alive in there. You can see all the bees that are tending to her. I just want to get a good look at her. Make sure she's okay in there. Oh yeah, she's moving around nicely. Okay. I'm going to set her down there. And then we're going to put these bees in the hive. What we're going to do is we're going to put them all and pour them out. Because they all, that's why I'm banging this, so I can get them in a big clump. Get as many of them out as I can down into the bottom of their new home. And then we can put this down here. Most of them will find their way soon. And you may want to take a look in here, down in here, Bill, with the camera. And you can see what's going on down there. And very many of them flying around. They're all in a big group, just kind of keeping warm, and, you know, we're going to start investigating their new home. What I'm going to do now is go over to the queen cage, and you'll see in the end there's a little piece of wood. And I need to get that wood out.
Would you repeat that, or we're going to have a different mic on? Just say,
going over to the queen cage.
Okay.
And the queen is kept in here by this little wooden plug. And I need to take that out, and very quickly, before she gets out, put a marshmallow in there. And then in a few days, they will eat the marshmallow, and she will emerge into the hive. I'll let you see her here in just a second, as soon as I get this marshmallow secured. Take a good look at her. She's quite a bit bigger.
Oh wow.
See her in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I take a look? Just hold it up in the sun there for me.
Okay. Now we're going to put these frames back in. And on one of them I have a little hook I put in. And then we'll just put the rest of the frames in and get her a little bit flat over here. That. And one more frame. There we are. Okay. And now I've got a patty over there. Would you get me one of the little patties that's sitting on top of one of the feeder jars? So that's it. We're pretty much done with this. We're now going to put a patty in here of food. We're going to cover this up, and then we're going to put the feeding system on top. And then we're done. What? I don't want the comb. I just want the other stuff.
So tell us about how you got these. And did you buy them or?
Buy them from there's a bee store up in Snohomish called the Bee's Knees, and perfect. Thank you, Dan. This is pollen patties. They love pollen this time of year, so we'll just put this right on top. Kind of move them out of the way. We'll put that there. Additional food for them. This one we're going to put in this hive in a little bit. So now they're all set. So now what I do is I have a top board.
What about all these guys?
All of these guys will find their way in before it gets dark.
Okay.
They got the queen in here. They got her pheromones. And I've got some more down here in the box in the front here too. And there they are. So, and now what I could use is some jars of sugar water, if you wouldn't mind. 4 to be exact, thank you. And then what we do is we put this here. And you'll notice when I put the jars in there that they can't get out. And the sugar, there's holes in the lids of the sugar water, and they'll be then not only having the pollen patty, but then the sugar water.
You want all of them?
Thank you, sweetie. Yeah.
Do they need sugar water all year round or just in the...
Ooh, I just smashed one. They need sugar water this time of year when the feeding, the flowers aren't blooming fully. What will happen over the course of the next several weeks is that they'll gradually take less and less of this, and they'll tell me when I can stop feeding them. So we'll put these in here. You see the sugar water there. And the bees can get up into here to feed off of these jars. And there we have it. So now I'm just going to get the one of these boxes here. And the lid. Whoa, hello. There we are.
Did you make the box?
No, I bought the box. And there's the lid. And we have a hive that's just been installed. They're all buttoned up for the night. And they have food.
Stand on the other side of the hive and look at me and just give me a little narrative about what you just did.
Okay.
And if you want to stand next to the hive,
I feel like I'm part of a religious rite.
So we just took a hive from California with a queen, trucked up here for those of us that are trying to, proliferate more bees. We basically had a box here that was all prepared for them with frames and some old comb that would help them get a head start. And we basically installed them, put them in there. The queen is in there hanging in the cage. It'll take them 2 days or so to eat through the marshmallow. By then they're all familiar with each other as they've been getting familiar on the way up here. And then this hive will start to thrive. They'll eat the sugar water when it's cold and they need to stay in at night. They'll have sugar water during the day. They'll be going out into the area and getting food.
very good. And Yuji, will you just tell us about your experience here today?
It was great. I've heard a lot about pouring bees into the hive. I didn't know what that was going to look like, but it's amazing how they all stick together and just kind of fall in to somewhere where the queen isn't there and there's no food, but they just all stick together for warmth.
So pouring was the most exciting part of this?
I thought so. And all the commotion, having bees land on you and being okay with it.
Yeah, you have quite a few there. So, Bill, you want to continue just briefly? We've got another hive here, a young hive that I've just gotten that's swarmed, and that I captured out of the bushes over here. And I have this hive which seems to be doing very, very well. It seems to have a lot of bees in it, as you can see here. We're coming along. It's a young hive, new queen. I have a feeding system in here that's kind of not my optimal feeding system, and I don't want to use this anymore. So what I want to do is go to the jars. So I wanted to take this out, and amazingly, I filled this on Sunday. This is Wednesday. It's empty. You can feel how light that is. There's nothing in there.
Yeah. Which sugar water?
It was filled with sugar water, yes. Yeah. Yep.
Smells like honey.
So, Bill, can you shut that off, Bill?